Good morning. It's March 27th, and we're going to talk about staples and the two-year yield today. Good morning. You're probably watching the dollar and yields just like I am. The two-year UST yield is up, but it's about 1% below the upper end of the target band for Fed funds. So obviously something's got to give. What we're seeing today is First Citizens, buying assets of SVB. The FDIC's equity appreciation rights are already in the money. First Republic's up because the government might expand the emergency lending facility, but Powell has not minced his words. Inflation and labor is sticky. And so one thing I've been noting on the Longbow dashboard, we'll head over there right now, is a little bit about inflation, and we'll also look at the two-year, the VIX, and the SPY for today. So I'm going to start off with the two-year here. I've got the ticker here, and you can see we're in the middle of the range, but it's up 3.95, so it's close to that 4%. So it's up, obviously, given people's relief about what's going on and basically some stability with the banks. So maybe then the Fed can raise rates here. So we're in the neutral territory. You need to have this on your dashboard. You need to be watching it. Same thing with the VIX. We're in the range. Same thing with the SPY. We're in the range, but it's creeping up. The asymmetry is more to the downside. You can see here in the odds. But then what's the big story of the day? Well, if you went to the top 25 and looked at the right-hand side of that tab, you'd see a whole bunch of staples on that list. And that's when there's asymmetry to the downside and the top 25 out of all the securities that we're looking at. And what can you see right now? Actually, all of these before were overbought but one. Now we've got all of them overbought. So you've got XLP, the Staples ETF, you've got Coke, General Mills, Constellation Brands, Dynamic Foods and Beverage, PBJs, the ETF, and then you've got Albertsons, all overbought. But what do you see here is that General Mills has actually got a short. It's got several bars on the Longbow core signal. It's had a bullish momentum indicator, but you can see other issues, and I'm not going to tell you what's in that Longbow core signal, but it's a short. So if you're looking to what to do today, let's say you've got some staples, you need to protect it. That one stands out. Also, if you made money, bought some defensives, and then these are now overbought, you might think of trimming. That's what I like to use the dashboard for. Number one, if you're looking at an individual security and trying to figure out the technicals of that, it's a great way to do that. But then also the patterns. If you're seeing big patterns, you can see, gosh, a lot of people dump money into some defensives. These obviously also can act as longer duration. We saw that last year in 2022. And so just be a little bit careful. I know you have a lot of news out there about Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan, shaking everybody saying, listen, this is the top of the market, get defensive. So that often happens when you have, high profile people talking about that. It doesn't mean that I disagree that you shouldn't be defensive, but is today the day you go and buy those things? No, it's when everybody else is buying them. So maybe wait till they pull a little bit back. When you see the white heading into the middle edge of the range between the green and the red, that's when you do it. It's not on the day that everybody else is doing things. So stay on consensus, and we'll see you back tomorrow.